Hello once again, everyone, and we have a bunch of fucking stuff to go over this time. It's one of those random days where it's just a big news day. Didn't expect it, but so many stories to go through here. First up, though, I want to say, fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you, copyright bullshit. Spent so much time making a special tribute video the other day. It was like 40 minutes almost. And it was called This Is Why the 90s were the best time to be a kid or whatever. And it showcased 39 different intro videos of different kid shows and whatnot from back in the 1990s and even early 2000s. And it was supposed to be just a tribute video. I only showed the trailers, or not the trailers, the intro videos of each show that I had found it, or that I had put together basically as a list. And it uploaded, and then man, it got slammed up the ass with copyrights, which really pissed me off. All the videos I got, all the intro videos were from YouTube, so uh, it doesn't really make much sense, seeing as you can search for any of any of those shows intros on YouTube and they're uploaded. I just ended up putting them all into one video, and it got blocked. So fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you, copyright. I don't understand why people get so uptight with fucking copyright crap. When I spit out, this is kind of off topic, but when I spit out a game later next year, uh, I'm not gonna give a shit what anyone does with it. The only thing is, don't you dare try and claim that you made my game. Other than that, I don't care. If you want to do a let's play, you want to make money somehow with my game, you have my fucking permission. Anyway, let's get on with the regular topic here, which is a whole bunch of Nintendo news, some good, some bad, some confusing as fuck. Starting off with Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD with Ganondorf figurine for $55 at GameStop in the US. Now, I could have sworn the game was $60, so I'm not sure why it came down $5. And if this is in Canada, then I'm probably going to get this. Uh, Nintendo also had uploaded a Wind Waker Hero Mode trailer on the website, but they took it down because they realized they accidentally revealed the Wind Waker bundle for the Wii U, whatever. But, yep. So that's all I have to say about that story. Next up, oh, we don't want to go into that one. Let's do this one. Nintendo claims that we haven't solved the unified digital account problem yet. Now what this means is how on your Wii U you have a Nintendo Network ID, and on the 3DS you still have a friend code. Now people want one single account to be able to go on both those systems. So for example, on the eShop, you'd have one balance that you could spend money on the Wii U eShop or the 3DS eShop, not two separate accounts. And Nintendo claims they still haven't solved this problem yet. It's really not too difficult, Nintendo. Simply do an update that removes the friend codes from the 3DS and incorporates a login system where you can log in with your Wii U Nintendo Network ID. It shouldn't be that hard to do. And for those people who don't have a Wii U, simply allow or add a feature that lets you create one on the 3DS. It's really not that difficult. Next up is the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze box art and a release date. Now I'll just scroll through this nice and slowly so you can see it. It looks good, I guess, whatever. But Nintendo of America has just uploaded the glorious box art for Wii U exclusive Donkey Kong Country. I like how they have to explain that it's a Wii U exclusive. It's Donkey Kong. Where else would it go? Well, I guess it could have gone down the 3DS. But well, swinging its way onto the Wii U on December 6th for $50. Now, first of all, why is it $50? I'm not really complaining. It's not a remake. Why wouldn't it be $60? But December 6th, wasn't it said this was a November release before, and then Mario 3D World was December? Because now I guess there's no Nintendo game in November for the Wii U. Whatever. Now, got some more stories to go over here. Legend of Zelda A Link Between Worlds has a release date of November 22nd. Here's our next story. And I'm shocked at this. Nintendo will lower the price of the Wii U Deluxe to $299, so $300, a $50 price cut, starting September 20th, which is 5 days after, whoops, didn't mean to do that, which is 5 days after the Wonderful 101 comes out in North America. And apparently, they say, Reggie says here, the Wii U will sell in two models, the existing Black Deluxe model bundled with Nintendo Land, or the new Zelda model. And apparently the white gigabyte or 8 GB version will be phased out completely. Nintendo, what the fuck are you doing? Once again, Reggie, maybe you simply just changed your mind, which you're allowed to do. But if not, you fucking lied. You said before that people who were waiting for a price drop would be waiting quite a long time. The Wii went 3 years without one. You've already been taking a $50 loss per Wii U sold, yet you want to make it $100 now? I can see this kind of being a more way to compete with the Xbox One and PS4 sales coming up, but still, it was a stupid decision. The price was not the issue. Now, if you only did the Zelda bundle for $300 with the Zelda game, now that would have been a good strategy. But anyway, moving on to our next story here. Blah, 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 don't care about that. This is a big one. Nintendo reveals the Nintendo 2DS. What the fuck? I can feel a rant video building up inside for this one. Seriously, what the fuck? I don't know, I think I should just go off on a mini rant right now. Another WWE reference. Pipe bomb incoming here. Fucking Nintendo, what is with you and your freaking handhelds? You realize you have more of the DS family, more of those systems, than your own home consoles? You have 6 home consoles. NES, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii, and Wii U. Now, not including Game Boys and all those from the past, but DS, DS Lite, DSi, DSi XL, 3DS, 3DS XL, and now this 2DS, that's 7. Now you have more DS systems than your own home consoles, and that should never happen. That is just plain sad. Unless you're trying to tell us that you are leaning towards going only handheld and leaving the console business, which would be retarded, but seriously, what the hell? Look at the design here. It doesn't have hinges, it doesn't fold. It's a 3DS, basically, hardware-wise, without the slider, without the 3D effect. Now, it's obvious why Nintendo did this. 2 reasons. 1, because it's for the casuals. Those crybaby kids who got a 3DS and said, "Oh, but the 3D hurts my head, gives me a headache." They didn't realize you can turn it down. Turn off the fucking 3D. Or even adjust it. Now, I forget what the second reason was, so whatever. But look at the design here. This, one guy in the comments said it best, and in the YouTube video here, it's funny if you look at the likes and dislikes, very rarely will there be a Nintendo video where the dislikes are far, far higher than the likes. But look at the design here. As one guy in the comments down here said on My Nintendo News, it looks like a DS got taped onto a Game Boy and then it got run over by a car. Now, Nintendo, this right here is a freaking pathetic device. I'm not even gonna lie. It plays all your 3DS games without 3D. Then what's the point of buying a 3DS game? It does play 2000 DS games, so whatever. So does the regular 3DS. But this is just such a casual thing. I get it for the money-wise, that you're going to try and use this to capitalize on those casual kids who are fucking around with their fucking iPads and whatnot. But this right here looks like a Fisher-Price toy. I'm not even going to lie. You want to help your ego or your image of Nintendo's only for kids. This does not help that. It doesn't fold. It doesn't, go in your pocket. This is just stupid. At first, I thought like everyone else on YouTube, where it was like, it's not April 1st, it's not April Fool's Day, Nintendo, what's going on? But this is like, what the bloody hell is going on here? Next story here. Mario Party 3DS has actually been apparently called Mario Party Island Tour. So there's the box art. It looks pretty good, I gotta say. Uh, I guess we can see most of the playable characters there. We got Mario, Luigi, Wario, Yoshi, Boo, unless he's a boss or something. Peach, Bowser Jr., Waluigi, Kamek. Well, Kamek won't be playable. But anyway, we've got a release date, and it's also able to be played on the 2DS. Fucking hell, that's so retarded. But it's coming out November 22nd. Hallelujah. Which is the same day as Mario or The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. So two 3DS big hitters coming out on the same day. That is good news. Good job on that front, Nintendo. Good job on that. Patcher says the Nintendo 2DS is a great idea. Should boost 3DS sales meaningfully. First of all, it's Patcher, so he's a fucking idiot. Second of all, boost the 3DS sales meaningfully. The 3DS doesn't need boosted sales. It's already still dominating week after week after week after week after week. If anything, this 2DS is going to confuse the fuck out of people who don't do their research and know it's just something they should fucking ignore completely. Like, seriously, Nintendo shouldn't make a damn dime off of it. It's that pathetic. But, this is a real issue here. When Patcher says something hateful or says something that Nintendo's will fail, that's a good thing, because that means he'll be proven wrong like he always is. But when he praises something Nintendo does, hello, that's a red flag. That's an issue. Nintendo, you should even realize that. Next story here, I already showed you the Wind Waker statue. Nintendo announces the lower Wii U price, Zelda Wii U bundle, and new Nintendo 2DS Portable. I already talked about that. Anything else? Phoenix Wright, don't care. Mutant Mud's creator thinks the Wii U will be the GameCube of this generation, hardware-wise. Well, again, I've said this before in some of my videos. I don't count the GameCube as a failure. Yes, it came in last in the generation. Whoop-de-doo. That's like saying, was the Xbox 360 a failure? No, it came in last. It wasn't a failure. But the point is, this is not a bad thing. Everyone who had a GameCube loved the GameCube. And as a joke, I was said, oh, it's going to be like a GameCube? Sweet, Custom Robo 2, confirmed. Since that was a great GameCube game. But the GameCube was all about, well, actually, he says it here. The Wii U will be the GameCube of this hardware generation, the platform that had some truly great games but somehow lost the console war. Now, I'm a bit disappointed in this developer, what's his name, the developer of Mutant Muds. No, it doesn't say. Whatever. That he would actually condone the console war thing, since it's kind of pointless. But, whatever. I can agree that it could be like the GameCube again, but only time will tell, really. Sequel for that, whatever. Ah, yes, Japanese charts. The Wonderful 101 only managed to sell 5,000 copies. Now, apparently Japan only got 30,000 copies at launch or whatever for some reason. But 5,000, that's pretty sad. And this is exactly why I said Wonder Red, as you can see in the picture there, won't be a Smash Bros. Playable character. Because what happens if something like this happens? And I'm not saying it will because I'm still very excited for the game and I'm getting it, but what happens if something like this happens and the game fails? It doesn't sell. Maybe it sells mediocrely at best. Then people know Smash Bros. Not everyone knows Wonderful 101. So people would get Smash Bros. And be like, who the hell is this character? I don't recognize him. What's he from? Or, oh, he's from that game that failed. You know, this is why you have to earn a spot in Smash Bros. So people on the Miiverse who say Wonder Red in Smash Bros, it ain't happening. Of course, I could be completely wrong, and Sakurai could surprise us like they did with the Wii Fit Girl. But my point still remains. Even if he is in Smash Bros, but if the Wonderful 101 fails to sell good enough, my point still stands. People are going to be, for the most part, saying, who the fuck is this guy? I just don't think Wonder Red has earned a spot yet. If the game sells well and becomes a success, and then later down the road there's a sequel, then he can be added as a character in the next Smash Bros. Or maybe as a DLC. I just think he's too young in his lifespan, and he's, doesn't deserve a spot yet. Assassin's Creed thing. Yep. So I guess that's about it. Uh, nothing else really to talk about. So I guess as always, this is Original Blood Ace. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this stuff. Do you agree? Do you disagree with the 2DS bullshit? Are you excited for Donkey Kong? Are you excited for Link Between Worlds and Mario Party Island Tour and all that stuff? Because there was some good news here. The Mario Party, the Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds, Wind Waker HD stuff. Even the Donkey Kong thing I can kind of consider to be decent. But that 2DS thing, man, that is retarded as hell. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon.